All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Awaken Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here. If you're here with us live on Zoom, welcome, welcome. If you are watching on the replay, welcome, welcome. Please do subscribe so you can take advantage of all the current shows, all the previous shows, all the shows coming up. It is my deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring to you these amazing speakers who are sharing their wisdom, their teachings, their experiences, their processes, their energy healing, etc., so that we can all thrive, so that we can all awaken to happiness now. Now, today, my dear friend Marlena is back with us, and we are going to be talking about getting back in your power. Your divine destiny awaits. And so some of what we're going to talk about is to stop feeling disconnected from divine source energy, feel motivated, excited, and full of vibrant energy and clarity, feel renewed, lighter, and full of peace, be fully connected to the divine and to universal flow, experience a joy that connects you to wealth, love, and vibrant health. And of course, some of you probably already know Marlena, but just in case some of you do not know Marlena, she's been on our show many, many times, and it's always a high vibe call. Lots of energy clearing, releasing, processing happens here. So Magical Marlena is your prosperity advisor. She's self-taught, internationally known. She's a master manifestor, abundant life coach, motivational speaker, classical feng shui advisor, light worker, intuitive energy healer, and a clairvoyant and angel channeler. Born with the innate ability to connect and commune with the divine, she walks with the angels, helping thousands of conscious beings manifest the life of their dreams through an array of her golden key energetic processes. And you'll find her speaking on global platforms such as this, hosting her own radio show, producing music, teaching, and training individuals and large groups of people daily. She is the creator of her own universe, and Marlena has assisted over 35,000 people worldwide. And it's also today, if you don't know, it's also Marlena's birthday. So everyone, please join me in welcoming Marlena back to the show and wishing her a very, very happy birthday.
Thank you. It's so exciting to be here. When I woke up this morning, it was a big bang storm. And when I went to see if the computers were working correctly, the power just shut off and the power cord itself decided to, end its cycle. And I'm like, wonderful. And the other ones that are in here don't fit that. So I had to run out in the rain and located in the shed. And I'm like, you're going on today. I don't care what you're doing. And then when I went to go on here, it took me 5 times to get on Zoom. So it just means that, something wonderful is about to happen today. That's the way I look at it. I'm like, how interesting.
Absolutely. And thank you for spending your birthday with us. So, it's extra special because you're sharing your birthday with us. So thank you.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, thing to do on your birthday is to support other people, You can always eat a birthday cake or whatever you do, but, to get into a group like this where it's high vibing, light workers, light beings, people that are, supporting each other. It just makes me feel better to be in that on my birthday. I mean, I could be anywhere right now, because the sun is out and everything, but I'm just like, no, I'd rather be, in this circle, this beautiful, energetic light circle. And
Awesome. Thank you. And that's the same with all of us. We could all be somewhere else as well. So thank you for spending time with us today and sharing in the joy of this birthday celebrations, but also receiving wisdom, teachings, energy healing, etc. Right? So thank you for all being here and spending your time with us. So Marlena, I'm excited about today's conversation. Let's see, this is such a relevant conversation today that we're having and such a relevant topic about getting back in your power, your divine destiny awaits. So I know a lot of people, may not feel that they are in their power, and they may not feel that, what is divine destiny? Like they may not even be aware of what that is. So can you share a little bit of what you mean by that?
yeah, well, the first thing, about your power, of course, because of what we've been through for the past several years, a lot of people have lost their, motivation, really. They're in a lot of fear, confusion. It's really, all across the world. and a lot of anger we see, so I ignore all that. But you know, most of the people that I have been helping are very confused, and they feel like, you know, they're disconnected from their guides and source and God and the angels, and even from their own family. They feel they're, you know, disconnected. They can't communicate correctly. Um, you know, a lot of them want to move. They want to change jobs. They're uncomfortable in their own skin, which you shouldn't be. You should be very comfortable in your own body. And a lot of them want to get out of their body. And when I was taking a course recently, they said, if you look in the mirror and when you're looking straight at yourself, and if you can see underneath your eyes, the white, you're out of your body. And I was like, really? So I didn't want to look in the mirror for a while, you know, how that goes. But you know, I've said, well, I'm in my body, and if I come out of my body or out of my power, I know how to get back in. Um, it's just an inner knowing. But a lot of people are like, you know, I don't know where to go from here, you know, and you were just saying destiny. And I'm like, a lot of people are like, you know, oh, I'm gonna go to my job, 9 to 5, 11 to 7, whatever. And that's what I do, you know. Um, and they're like, is that all there is? Right? It's boring. That's all there is. You go to work and come home, feed kids or whatever. And that's the end. Go to bed, get up and do it again. It becomes like a, you know, boring cycle, a negative cycle. And people are like, so, you know, frustrated with all that. They want something new. And I don't blame them, right? I am like, life path 5. So with that, I got to have a variety. So I could be sitting with you and say, I'll be back. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And you're like, where do you think you're going? I'm like, I just got to get out of here. It's just the thing of me. So I have to explain that to certain people that, you know, were around me, because I'm like, I'm not going out on you. I'm just sitting here. I'm bored. I need to go, you know, even out to eat or wherever. And they finally got it. They're like, oh, we get it. She's got to move around. And you know, my house, I used to change it all the time because I got bored with it. I'm like, I'm tired of looking at it, so I move it. Things like that. So I know how people feel, but your destiny is something planned before you got here. And I did notice that a lot of people were, you know, when you're young, you'll say, when I grow up, I want to be a whatever that is. And mine was like a teacher at first, and then it was a lawyer. And as I got older, I said, I am a teacher. I'm just not a school teacher like I would think when I was a kid. And I said, and I am also a lawyer of sorts, where I am helping people with their cases. So their cases being they have a negative issue, and I bring in the positive and remove the negative. So I fix their case. And, you know, different things like that. People are arguing, and I'm like, you know, smile if you're lying. I do stuff to them. You know, they're in the store. I'm in line, and the, you know, cashiers are arguing about something. I'm like, smile if you're lying. And they burst out laughing, and they forget about the argument. So I always come in with some kind of joy for people, but your destiny is something that is only for you. So you might have said, you know, I want to be a scientist when I grow up. You might be doing something like similar to that. It doesn't have to be, you know, you're working in a science lab, but you're doing things that are scientific, you know, that you're figuring things out. And then you realize, oh, I am that already. And so it's part of your destiny. Like with you, I was thinking of you last night, and I thought, you know, if you look at like a switchboard operator, right? Connector. So I'm like, I wonder if she's a connector. I'll have to look it up. But a connector would be someone that's got this big board, and all the solutions are on this board, and people are, you know, dialing in, and they're like, I need a solution for this. And you're like, plug into this call, plug into that. And it's like, that's what I could see you doing. Like, and you're doing it very well, you know, through all the junk that you had to go through. And I'm saying she's still going. And that's because you're on, you know, your path. And if you fall off, you know, you don't feel well. You're like, I need to rest. I need to get away from it. I need to change. So that's what happens to people when you're off your path. You're out of alignment with your destiny and your purpose. You'll know you're weak. Your life starts stinking, we'll call it. You feel stuck. You feel cursed sometimes. You know, you feel like everybody's against you or they are turning on you. You can't get a good job. Um, you know, relationships are breaking down. People are fighting with you. Could be anything like that. So look at your life right now and see what area you are, you know, grounded in real well and another area where you're not. And that's the area right there where we got to work on. Because right now, like I've been telling people, we're in a different energy and element of fire. And now everything is done with your eyes. Before, we were all using our hands, working the earth for 20 years. We were working earth. It was real estate. It was, you know, massaging, things with our hands. We were going to work to a physical job, a business. Now we're working at home, a lot of people. Or you have to have a website, right? Or a Zoom call like this, where people will come on, will pay attention to you. Before, if you remember, we weren't on camera. We were all just like a radio show, right? And all of a sudden you had to get on camera. It was just this demand. So that's what's going on. A lot of people, you know, are not really ready for a big change, but they know they want one. And then there are some that are like, I want that change. I want it right now, and I gotta have it. And then when you go to give it to them, they get angry at you. I've had that where people get angry at you when you go, here's your solution. And they're like, that's not the one, you know. So you just gotta wait for them to get ready to have a change because we get so used to the same old routine. And our ego mind doesn't want us to do anything different. It wants you to stay stuck. And then you have a group of friends or family that says, don't do that because they don't want you to go to the next level. All right. And then we also have to deal with the energies that aren't so nice, the dark world, I call them. And they will use people to, you know, sabotage your destiny. One way or another, they'll bring somebody into your life that should not be there and they'll lead you down a wrong road. So we probably all experienced that in different relationships, you know, where you found somebody, you thought they were wonderful, and all of a sudden, boom, the real them shows up, right? And you're like, ah, you know, I made that mistake. So the other night I'm sitting here and I hear my guide say to me, share this. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to, but I will. It said, get smart or you wish you had. And I thought, think about that. Get smart or you wish you had. Now, you know, so you're looking for things that don't line up with your plan, with what you like. So just say you are doing what you're doing, Shefali, and someone comes in and says, don't do that anymore. Stop doing that tomorrow. I have something better for you. And you're like, what's that? And you're like, oh, we're just going to go walk down the street. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to, you know, sell pop on the corner. Now, some people might fall into that, but you're like, no, thank you. You know, so we got to look for those little subtle things that people will do that, you know, are sent by the dark team. That's what I'm going to call it. And it could be anybody, anything, right? So keep an eye on that for everyone here. What's going on in your life. Don't let anyone know, and this is my thing, what you're doing next. Just do it. Just go and do it. That way there, when it's done, they'll say, how did you get to there? Right? When you were just an employee, now you own your own, you know, business. And they didn't see you doing it. You just do it, right? It's like, there you go. And then they can't stop you. They can't say, you know, you shouldn't do that. Don't write that book. No one's going to read it. You can't get published. Shut up. I'm doing my thing. So, you know, if I listened to people years ago, I would be not where I am now. I would still be living in that haunted house back there and never, you know, owning my own home with no one else here, like owning it with me and, you know, sabotaging everything. And it's like, no, you know, you got to do something yourself. So what is your destiny? right? What is your plan? The thing is, you're on the road now. Sometimes you feel stuck. Sometimes you need a little push. Sometimes you're frozen. You're scared. Is it the right place? Right? So today, when you feel like we're talking about, you're feeling disconnected from source, angels, God, you're never disconnected. All right. You feel it because you got emotional, things going on. And you say, I can't even hear them. I can't feel them. My third eye's closed. You got all kinds of things going through your mind. And source and angels and guides are going, we're right here. We've been nudging you to take the left and you're taking a right. Don't go right. Take the left. And you're like, I'm so confused. I hear left, right, left, right. You know what I'm talking about. So that's why we got to stop and we got to breathe. So when you're stressed out, you're sad, whatever it is, angry, sit down or take a walk. Don't make any decision while you are stressed out. And then hug a tree. For those of you that love to be in nature, hug a tree, right? I don't have a pet to walk anymore, but I will, take a walk. And I look at the beautiful birds down here and the beautiful nature and palm trees. I love them. So they're all around me and I can look at them. I can go down to the little beach, walk around, swing on a swing. What is it for you? You might want to climb a mountain, right? You might want to just lay down, close your eyes and shut everybody out. We need that too. We need that time. Maybe you just want to drink your joy juice. So, it's just up to you, but I would step away from the stress of the earth, which everyone has, right? Everyone has stress from the earth. And, people are like, let's release that, which we will today. We'll release a lot of that stress from our bodies and nervous system and everything on this call. And I just want to let people know that today is a good day to feel absolutely amazing. All right, motivated, joyful. All right, on my call. I do talk about all kinds of things, but the most part is getting people back in their joy. You'll notice every one of my calls since day one, get back in your joy. All right. You got that scale, right? We all see the scale. But if you can get to your joy point, they can't do nothing to you. You can go any other level you want, right? Below the joy, whatever it is, and love even so. Somebody can knock you out when you're in love, right? Or I love ice cream, but not that flavor, that person was okay until this. But, joy, when it's your joy, no one can take your joy away. All right. So that's where we want to go. When you work with me, you're going to get back your joy, whether you like it or not. That's one thing. I have a sense of humor. So, I've had people on the call, and I know I did it on Shefali's call, and I said, oh my goodness, but this one lady was crying like up a storm, complaining in the chat and coming on crying, crying, crying. And I hear my guide say, you tell her. No, I don't want to. I never said that before in my life. And so I said, okay, whatever your name is, I have to tell you this. And I told her, I said, I command you to laugh. And she busted out laughing. And it's probably on one of these videos here on your channel. And I'm like, oh, I hope I, don't get mad at me. But they didn't. They were laughing and laughing. I said, that's wonderful. So that must be part of my, destiny to bring joy to people. When I grew up in a home where there was no joy. So where did I get my joy? Right? Where did I get this joy? And it came from up above, right? The angels came and gave it to me. And that's all I can say. I'm like, if you want your joy, come and get it. Right? I know that Shefali was drinking some joy juice. I had a little bit right? I had a little bit of that before I got on. It had pineapples and mangoes and all this delicious stuff in it. And I'm like, there's some joy for me. Other people, their joy might be, crocheting or crafting or painting or walking, whatever it is. Well, find your joy point today. Let's all find that joy point right now while we're on the call. Where's your joy point in your body? Where does your body feel really joyful and really peaceful? there's one spot somewhere in your body that's like just so it could be in your solar plexus, could be anywhere, but wherever that is right now, let's bring some more joy into that area and allow it to spread out across your entire being inside your body. So if it was in your face somewhere, your head somewhere, you got joy in your mouth, joy in your lips, joy in your face, allow that joy to just spread all the way through your crown chakra and all the way through your entire being right now, down through the bottom of your feet, and just shoot out of your body and into your auric field. So lots of sunshine energy, lots of joy going into everyone listening right now. And even more joy than that, let's just add like thousandfold blast of joy into everyone's field right now. Yay. Let's have more of that. Thank you. And continue to joy flow throughout the call. Yeah. So how was that for a little blast of fun for the beginning of the call?
Awesome. Thank you so much, for sure. And we could always use a little blast of joy, right?
Definitely. I know. I know that people are, listening in today and they're saying, wow, I wasn't expecting that joy to come, but you might not even feel it right away. You might feel it later tonight or tomorrow. You might just start laughing all of a sudden tomorrow. And you'll say, am I laughing? And then you'll remember that you're on this call. That's how it works, because some people are so stressed out, their body's so tight, that when joy comes into their life, they're like, they are ready to receive it, but it jumps over that while we're on this call. There's this energy flowing here that's like of the water, and so it's like a wave, and it gets over the negative energies and things. It goes blasting right through. So that's where we're at today, and I want people to feel lighter today, more peace, more joy, whatever it takes. We're going to make sure that each and every person leaves this call feeling lighter. Okay, no matter what it is, you might have been stressed out beyond measure. You might be, okay, I'm calm, I'm doing all right, but we're going to make you even feel lighter than that, whatever it is, by the time you're done with this call. That's our goal today. And then, into the, what do we want to call it? We want to call it divine flow. A lot of people are out of flow. So, your body gets out of flow a lot, and you'll know when you're out of flow. Like I said, you don't feel motivated. You don't feel like you have any energy. Your life force energy feels weak. You just don't have that spring in your step. You don't have that get up and go. You don't have a desire to, mingle with anybody or even go to work. You ever get up in the morning, you're like, I don't want to go to work today, right? And you have all these things that you want to call work, nasty, whatever name. And then the universe is like, oh, you don't like that job? Well, you should be careful what you're saying, everybody, especially now we're in fire. So it's faster. So if you have something negative to say about your job or your home or your spouse or your kids or whatever it might be, your money, your business, hold it in. Don't say it out loud. I know we want to because we always express ourselves, but hold it in and then change it. If you do make a mistake and say something negative, put something positive at the very end of it, right? This job stinks, but I love it. Anything that changes that energy of it, whatever you can think of real quick, right? Just to fix it, and then fix it after that, right after that, make an affirmation, write down some beautiful things that night, like I am happy and grateful for. That works a lot. It's real good. And then read it before bed, right? Add to it the next day. Keep adding to that, little booklet. I'll call it. Some people call it a journal, but I call it my booklet because I have manifested so many things by just being, in that energy of I'm happy and grateful for. And I add things in that I don't have yet, but they show up. That's what's so good about it. So, be careful, like what you write down, that you really want it in your life, right? So, especially right away, it could show right up, right? So some people are like, oh, I want to get a, new house or a new apartment, and you're not ready yet. You wrote it down. I'm happy and grateful for my brand new apartment, and it's already here. And you're like, I can't move yet, so someone else might take the apartment. So that's why I'm saying just, be careful what you're writing down. Say, I'm happy and grateful for my apartment that I will be having in 6 months or whatever you're ready to move. So, that's why I'm like really careful with what we're doing. But everybody has a different goal, a different dream, a different, destiny plan. And as you know, I brought it out last time when we were on about people's, personal destiny charts, and they're working out well. And when I had sessions with people, the one lady right after our session got immediately hired for a job, and she said it's the best job she ever had in her life. And so, see, the change, the energy. And then the one person, the other one was like, right after our call and our 3 group calls, working with them, they ended up getting more sales in their business. So see, things just move. And then another person that I've been working with for a little bit on and off, does handyman stuff. And they found that after we worked together, doing a little feng shui as well, they ended up with the phone ringing off the hook, and now they got to hire somebody. So they went from 0 income to, they said they feel rich right now. They never had so much income. The phone's ringing off the hook. I said, I told you, get ready. I wasn't kidding. When I have that come out of me where I feel it, know it's coming. That's just the way it is. It's like same with Shefali, when she said something, that's because of the, the gift that we have of being so intuitive and so in tune with the outcome sometimes. So that's what the water sign does for people. It's so fluent, it could flow right through. You could say, this is going on negative, and we're like, we don't see that, we see this. And you want to argue with us because you're like, that's my story, blah, blah. And we're like, no, it isn't. This is your story. So, it's the water element. But right now we're in the fire. So we feel it a lot, Shefali and I, because we are the water and we have to put out the fire. And it's not always a fun and pleasant trip. People, that are not of the water don't feel it as much, right? If your earth, fire doesn't bother you, it's just the way it is. If your metal, it really doesn't bother you too much. It melts it down, turns it to gemstones, all right? But the waters always have to douse the fire a little bit. It's too strong. Right now, the fire is very, very strong. A lot of people are being pushed forward out of their comfort zone, and they're not ready. And that's why we're here, because if you're not ready, you're going to know. You're going to say, I don't feel right. I don't feel good in my body. I feel stressed. I feel, exhausted, right? Overwhelmed is a big word right now. People are overwhelmed. So if you're overwhelmed, you're not alone, right? But that can all shift in no time. That's the way I look at it. I'm like, any emotion that is not joy, love, peace, sound mind. I like the sound mind. That can be shifted. And I used to be, how do I put it, where people were surrounding me that were so negative, and I had to shift into joy mode and walk through them. It was like walking through a fire, and they're trying to burn you, but you're like, la, 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 walking through it. And that's what we're kind of doing right now. So if you can understand that this is a new time that we're in, things are shifting. We see AI and cars that are driving themselves, and virtual reality is really going on, and everything goes to online. You can just go with the flow and say, okay, right? And, if you need a change, just know that you need it, which you will know, and then take some action, right? So if you don't take action, the action it will take against you. And I can give you an example, like say your car payment's 3 months late, so you didn't make it, take any action and call them, say, can you defer the payment? And they come and take the car. See, so if you don't take action, somebody's going to take action against you. So what I'm saying now is if you take action and you do something to change your situation, you find out what direction you're supposed to go in, and join in this group that I'm going to have, then you're going to come in later and say, why didn't I do that? And that's what the universe was speaking to me the other night. They're like, even to me, they're like, you need to take action on this thing here so that we can take the different action here. So I'm like, yeah, that's true. So I did take some action. And then today I found out I had to take different action with the computer. Even though it was pouring out, I had to go out in the rain and on my birthday, get frizzy hair and get the plug so I can come on the call today. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Happy birthday to me. I'm out there singing in the rain. And my tenant came out and he's laughing. He's like, I'm all wet too. I'm like, good for you. So I had him help me.
La mejor, pero sigue igual de loca.
But yeah, I think that a lot of people here are ready for something better in their life, something changing, but it's for the better, for the best for them. So even if you're living in a one-room apartment, which is dark and gloomy and gives you depression, you can shift that. And I know it sounds weird, but you can shift that by opening a window if you have one, letting some sunshine in, number 2, and putting up some pretty things on the wall, like that are bright and yellow and orange and something, that brings joy to you. So everything can be changed. And I'm going to share a crazy story with you. There was a guy, he lived in his tent, and he wanted to get out of his tent, of course, and get in an apartment. Now he was considered homeless man with no money, and everybody come against him. So we worked with him. There was a couple of us, and we gave him Post-it notes because in a tent, you really can't do too much. So we put up Post-it notes about what he wanted. Within a year, he's out of the tent in an apartment, and now he goes back to the camp where the tenters are, and he gives them Post-it notes and works with them. Isn't that wonderful? He's helping other people with what he learned get out of that situation. And I thought, this guy's a beautiful gem. You just gave him one little, learn it, take action. He took action. How hard is it to hang a Post-it note and write, I want an apartment, you know what I mean? And a car eventually, and get a good job at, and he named the place, and all that is, in his life now. And once it manifested, he's like, oh. So sometimes you can write it down and it just happens, right? Other times we have to change our environment, and I don't mean move, because a lot of people want to move, but they don't have the funds. And so if you're in that home and you feel I'm stuck in here, I can't stand it, right? The energy's off. We got to fix the energy, okay? And then get you balanced and give you what direction to be in, even in that house, right? Where's your best direction? Where's your other directions, right? That's going to come in the chart. And it's so simple. And if you got confused, you just reach right out to me. And then we're on group calls, and everybody's like, listening in. And then on the third day, the third group call, everybody who's on the call gets a personal clearing, whatever that might be. And that's like getting another session. So it's a lot of fun to, you know, be engaging with these beautiful people now that are just like ready to, you know, ready to transform their lives and bring in something wonderful. And that's why I'm here. And it's like, happy birthday to, you know, me and everyone else, of course, that has a birthday today. It is actually funny because, of course, I'm on the, you know, Cancer Leo scope there, but I'm also, I found out that I'm a double moon. And I always knew I was moon child, but now they told me you're a double moon. You have, this is crazy, but you have double intuition. I'm like, don't start. And, you know I'm an advisor and things like that, but, you know, I don't want to do tarot cards or any of that. I just don't, that's not me. But advising people in the right way makes me feel good, you know. And then, you know, walk with them. Don't just go, here's your session, bye, I never want to talk to you again. I'm not like that. I will say, are you okay? Is everything okay? You know, check on people, you know, every couple of weeks or so. See how they're doing. It's a good thing to, you know, get back up, you know. So if I got a session with somebody, you know, it was usually once and done, it was over years ago. That was it. And then if they had another package, I would buy their package again and, you know, work with them again if I enjoyed that, you know. So I thought, you know, when I do it, I want to make sure I'm there for them. You know, it's just not, I'm just not saying, oh, hurry up, buy the package, we're gonna do session, then you're done and that's it. No, I don't know, maybe it's me, that mama's thing in me, but you know, nurture the people, guide them, lift them up, make them feel better, right? And I know myself, there's days when I'm not too, you know, thrilled about things. So I have to get back in the ground, take a walk, go to the beach, do something, get creative, you know, sometimes I beat a little bit, things like that. Or, you know, I used to make cookies and stuff, but it's too hot here in Florida. But a lot of people, you have so many gifts and you should use it. Side hustle, wonderful. So we're going to give people side hustles that they can do right now, for each person. And that's a good thing too, because right now, you know, if you can make a side hustle for just in case, you know, it's always good to have a backup. So I'm here to support people today in whatever they are looking for. And I'm sure there's people on the call. I don't know if their hands are up. I can't see that, but you know, speaking to people would be awesome. Do you have like any questions, Shefali, like what we're doing today or talking about?
So I had an email from somebody who cannot attend live today from Vivian. I'm not sure. And she says her birthday is this Friday and she wants to get back into her power, stabilizing herself financially. What suggestion do you have for her?
Okay, so Vivian, happy birthday out there and everybody else, all right, on Friday. Fabulous Friday, right? Well, for her, you know, it's just like everyone else here, including myself, we need to know what our, you know, personal destiny is. So, you know, it's up to her to come in and listen to the replay, of course, and then, you know, see if this is a package for her to jump in. But right now, for her, we're just going to send some energy healing through to just support her and boost her back up because she's standing up, but it's like she's sitting down. It's kind of weird. I can see that, but we'll just boost her back up and stand her up on her 2 feet, help her feel more grounded and supported there, wherever she is right now. So yeah, maybe she can write back to you and let you know how she felt when she listened to the replay.
Awesome, thank you. And of course, that's not just for Vivian, it's also for all of us as well. So I did forget to mention at the beginning, because I don't know, sometimes I forget. If you have a question for Marlena, you can raise your hand or you can type your question in the chart. So Aronima has a question. She has her hand raised. Go ahead, Aronima.
Hi. Well, I am sort of kind of facing an existential whatever that word is, issue right now. I'm both looking for a job as well as looking for a place, my next place to move, because my lease is over in by August 10th, and I still haven't I'm just up in the air. Everything is up in the air. So any insight would be great, or anything which you would suggest would be great.
Now let's clear some of the sabotage,
Say that again, please.
self-sabotage,
Yeah.
okay? So we want to move some of that self-sabotage for you right now. That's a big one, okay? Comes from your family, your lineage. Feeling stuck and stagnant and fearful, very fearful. Are you ready to let go of the fear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Let's remove some of that fear out of your entire countenance there. Wow. Clear the ego, a fear of change, doesn't want to move. Afraid of new people. Let's clear the fear of being seen and having to make friends with new people in a new place, maybe a new job. So let's see. So you're looking for an employment place,
Employment, yes.
right? So what are you good at?
Coaching, healing work, administrative too.
Okay, wonderful. Fiverr,
Sorry,
Fiverr. Fiverr.
not sure what that means.
I'm giving you a name of a company online.
It's a platform where you can submit your services and people will hire you.
Oh,
So if
so
you're administrative, maybe there.
okay, Fiverr,
Yeah. Fiverr.
Okay, thank you.
That's one. And then if you what do you call it? I don't know where you live, but see
Chapel
if
Hill.
there's anything online, okay, where they have apartments in your area.
My son wants me to move in Raleigh.
Where do you want to move? Not him. That's taking your power.
I don't want to move there.
Right.
Apart from him, I don't really want to move there. It's isolating, and I have nothing. I don't feel called to be there.
Exactly. So stay in your power.
Okay.
In your power. All right.
Okay.
So, where you feel comfortable at. All right.
Okay.
So you don't, live in negativity. So, yeah, look those things up and then understand that you are going to have to make new friends when you move.
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay, even if it's down the street, there's new people. Make sure you go online and look in your area for any apartments around there, okay?
Okay.
And then let us know how you're doing. You have until August 10th. So we're going to send your angel team over to guide you and help you and support you, but you're going to have to take action. Starting today. Don't sit there in fear and look at that calendar. Don't look at the calendar.
Okay.
All right.
No,
Look
I'm
at
applying for jobs right now. Yeah.
your determination and what you got to do.
Okay. Sounds
right.
good. Thank you
All
so much.
You are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Laura.
Awesome. Thank you, Ernie. Good luck.
Yes, thank you. And happy birthday, Marlene.
Thank you.
All right, Sarah, you want to unmute? So Sarah has a beautiful birthday blessing song that she would like to offer to you if you would like.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Goes like this. Happy birthday. Let me drink a little water this morning. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We're celebrating you today. And that is why I've called to say happy happy birthday, hazak, 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 which means strength, strength, strength in Hebrew. And I've got one more. Not the pickles or the pears, not the lions or the bears, not tomorrow or next week, today. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday, many happy returns in strength and joy till 120 with loving people around you, health on every level, wealth on every level, and joy on every level.
Thank you so much, Sarah. That was beautiful. People will be jealous. Yeah.
Got one more. It turns out my mother and one of her grandchildren had the same birthday. And this is my Hebrew birthday. I get two, one Hebrew, one secular. And it's my granddaughter's birthday. And they're in Thailand. So my daughter sang her one of the birthday songs, and the other grandchild said, no, there's another one. And these are things I've collected over the years. I'm glad they're becoming a family tradition that the grandchildren are insisting that more than one be sung.
Nice. Yeah,
I have
beautiful.
I have a question, especially since, it's my solar return. And I don't know whether that's more accurate in the solar calendar or the lunar calendar. Today's a lunar calendar one. I am going forward and I'm doing a lot of stuff and still working on a publication. And I've been told two different things. One is, you got to get out there, you got to push on it. And the other one is don't push. And I am working with things and but it's just I'm slogging through mud. And I'm not sure if it's because of fear or what, and wondered if you could do a scan.
Yeah, so let's see, Sarah. Angel guides into it. Oh, you're just a little scared. I'm picking up you're a little scared of the outcome. Okay, so you kind of like want to do it, but you stop yourself. All right, in a different way. You might not notice it. Like, so every day, right? Sit down with that publication, book, whatever it is, and write something.
Well,
Right?
it's all written. It's completely
Okay,
edited.
good. Now, if it's all written, awesome. Now, what do you do when it's all written, Sarah?
Oh, well, I'm talking to my publisher this week, and he said, do you
Good.
want traditional publishing? So it just seems to bog down.
Yeah, so, he's going to take it from there, basically, right? The publisher. He will take it from there, they'll go over it, see what needs to be done, and you go from there. And pretty soon you'll be an established author, and then you can continue doing it again and again and again. The first time, it's always different because it's brand new. But when you come in the second time, you're like, this is easy, And once you get published by one guy or one lady or one company, they will do it again because they know you, So that's the good part about it. So we're going to send you some woo, some landing. I love the word I'm getting. Some landing energy. Now, landing means you're flying right now. And now you're going to come in for a landing. So just picture yourself, you are at like a golden airplane. You're a golden airplane, right? And you're flying in. And you see in front of you, your book all done. It's on the shelf somewhere, okay? Amazon, whatever. And you're flying in for it. So you fly right into the, cover of the book, into the book, and you land your plane. And that's it. You're done. So I'm sending you that landing energy to you so you can land your book and come into ground, all right? So you feel ungrounded. So we're going to send some grounding energy into you right now so you can feel grounded. And it's safe. It's safe to become an author. How does that feel that it's safe to become an author?
Now that feels a little better. I do have one book out there that sold 15,000 copies,
There you go.
but I wasn't the agent for it. Somebody asked me to write it, and but this is totally on my own. Anyway, thank you for that energy. That's great. I think that in one way, because I'm turning 74 today, that getting out there, starting a whole new career, doing a lot of new stuff is just like, oi, am I too tired to do this? Do I want to obligate myself to so much busyness? But I will, I'll do manifestations, maybe some post-its on that. Thank you.
Yeah, because I think it doesn't matter how old you are. I had an uncle, he was 101 years old. He was still line dancing, teaching people how to line dance. That's a lot of work, right? So think about that, right? All you gotta do is say, here's my book, right? And maybe sign some of them, whatever you do. But you don't have to get out there and do line dancing in all these different, nursing homes and things.
I do ballet in the swimming pool.
Yeah,
Better,
but he did
better
it.
gravitational lift.
He did it in places, and I'm like, are you
Gravity.
crazy? But yeah, I would be exhausted myself one time out of it, let me say. But he just did it so much. He went bowling, he drove a red car, of course, third wife, just amazing person. But there's nothing stopping you, right, at all.
I will take the blessing of to still be up and dancing when I'm 100. Thank you. I'm
Exactly.
always the first one on the dance floor. Thanks so much.
Awesome.
Blessings, Sarah. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. Happy birthday again. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and we have Elle, I think, with her hand raised. Or when I saw something in the chat too, but Elle, you want to unmute? There was something in the chat too. I saw something. See if I can find it. Oh yeah.
Hello. Hi,
Hi.
Sean. Hi, Marlene. How are you? Happy birthday, Marlene.
Thank you.
All the best wishes for you. Many, 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 many blessings for you. And also for Shefali, who brings you here. And blessings to all of you. I really appreciate that. And it is miracle. Exactly when I need you all, you show up. Last night I was thinking, oh, I need help. All of a sudden I see in my email, you're coming today. So I put everything aside to make this to happen.
Awesome. So what's going on, Elle? What's your question?
Always shit. Sorry. Sorry. I'm through a lot of pressure, and usually when I'm through a lot of pressure, I laugh. I don't know, but through a lot of pressure, in many different ways, and
So pick one area, just because we can't deal with everything, but we can maybe help with one.
Okay, one pressure that it's a lot on me. It's the apartment, which it is the past 3-4 years. I I'm trying to rent it, which is in Israel, and even my father passed now, and I still couldn't rent it, and I need help with that because every month they are charging so much for different things, taxes. It's not like here. It is disaster. So I need this to be. I rent it right away to someone very good, someone who is generous, and someone who can take care of the place, whatever it needs to be done.
Either that or sell it.
Pardon me.
Either rent it or sell it.
Yeah, I want to rent it.
Right.
Right now, it's not a good time to do that.
Right. Right, let's shift that wording right now. See, the belief system that you have, it's not a good time. Let's clear that.
No, I don't want to do that now.
You want to rent it now or what?
Yes, I want to rent it.
All right, now. Action beside whatever you've been doing. All right. Maybe reach out to a rental agent there.
I did. I tried everything.
All right, real estate agent. that can rent out your house.
I need someone to come directly to me from out of country who they are going there to live there. Someone, an Australian, someone, a good person, someone who has the money, someone who is generous and good person.
All right. See what the holdup is, and I don't know if you can go there, but that would be even better to get the place looking better.
Yeah, it's very difficult to go.
Yeah. Okay. So you might have to hire somebody to go and do it. I don't know, but let's just
I need a miracle. I need someone.
let's clear that energy of wow, stressed out.
And my mom. My mom is here also.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so we're just going to remove the old energy that you were using to produce the solution. Clear everything that was. It's gone now. You can no longer do what you were doing before. It wasn't working. Let's shift to something new. Bring in guides and angels to bring you into a new timeline to shake that energy up and stir it up between you and the place overseas, causing the thing to actually rent out with ease and grace. So if you can reach out and get a session with me, awesome. We can work on that.
I love you. Thank you so much. God bless you. There were a lot of people, including aunts, those kind of people, a lot of people who were not letting that to happen. So I hope they are.
Don't talk about them.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so
God bless you. Yes.
Sarah wrote in the chat, she's asking where is it because she has family moving to Israel.
It's in
Wonderful.
Netanya. It's in the best. It's in the center. It just needs someone who can, since I'm not there, to take care of it, whatever it needs.
Yeah, so why don't you type it in the chat so that she can read it, okay?
Who?
Sarah?
Okay. God bless you with all good. I love you, Shefali.
Yeah.
I love you. Happy birthday, Marlene. All
Thank
the
you, Elle.
blessings for you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Elle.
God bless.
All right, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, so there were some questions in the chat as well. Let me just find them. There was one from Odile, and Odile is asking, is there a block to my ability to receive money right now?
Yeah, of course there is.
We always seem to have these types of questions whenever you come on, Marlena.
Yeah, I know. Well, oh, I just know that manifesting, material things, money has always been a flow. It's been so simple. And people that get a session with me, boom, boom, it's just the energy. And
But
when
people who are looking for money in abundance are probably may not have the money to work with you. That's
right,
why they
well,
come on
that's
these
what,
calls,
yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying, right. So that's what I'm saying. When you say, like, do I have a block to money? You know you do. Right?
Yeah,
Let's have a little
unfortunately.
fun here. Have a little fun, right? If you say, does my leg hurt? And it really does to you. And I'm like, I don't know. And you're like, yes, it does. It's the same thing, right? So if you have a block to money, all right, the first thing is to believe. You believe there isn't enough, right? Right? There isn't enough if there's a block. So how do you move the block? Number one, start believing that there's more than enough to go around. There's always enough supply of everything, abundance, right? So for Odile and everyone else that needs an abundance boost, that's what we'll do at the end of the call. How about that? We give them an abundance boost of whatever that is, because there's so many people here. One's got money, one wants, relationships or a job or a house or whatever it's going.
Yeah.
So an abundance
Awesome.
boost, right? Wonderful.
Yeah, I think we can all definitely use that. And then there's a question from Teresa. And she says, I'm dealing with a lot of frustration as things regarding work seem to move a little bit and then fail again. Please tell me, what is it that I need to see or understand?
So say that again,
Okay.
a little
She
bit. make
says,
it quick.
yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of frustration as things regarding work seem to move a little bit and then fail again. Yeah, seem to work a little bit and then fail again. So please tell me, what it is it that I need to see or understand?
Clear the confusion.
So it's like a start, stop, start, stop, start,
Yeah.
stop.
Let's clear the confusion to why it's there. Let's clear all that, because that makes you feel it keeps coming, you know. If we don't clear that confusion as to why it's coming, then we got to get under it. So we're getting under it right now. With the confusion is underneath it. Start, stop, right? Let's clear all that. Stop and go. Energy from the hips down. Clear that. Now it's okay to go forward. All right, so any energy that was in the field there that's making it stop and go, stop and go. Let's remove all that. Okay. Wow. Yeah, we'll move that spirit as well. Move it. Thank you. And let's bring peace into that workplace. Yes, in a stable footing. Stable footing. Add that in for this person here. And anyone else who, you know, lost their footing. Allow that in. And that'll keep working.
Awesome. And then there's a question from Valerie, and she said, so whenever, so it's just something for you all to know. If you ask, is there a block for blah, blah, blah? Yes, there is. Is there a block to me attracting good workmen to do work in the house and getting the money I need to pay for it?
Okay, well,
So
let's
she's,
see.
so she's obviously not getting good workmen to do the work, and she doesn't have the money to pay for the work.
Okay, so what do we do when we don't have the money to pay for the workmen? Instead of panicking, instead of freezing, what do we do? What's in your house right now that you could sell? What's in your house that you could trade with somebody? You don't always have to call a big company, which charges a lot of money.
Marlena, people
Depends
don't
on-
want to do, Marlena, people don't want to do practical things like that. They want the energy to shift and change, or the block to be removed or something.
Right, I'm just working with the energy of her not,
Yeah,
you know, having the money to get the thing fixed, and then we'll go around that. But the first
Yeah.
thing that I seen was, you know, you can sell something to get the money, that will take care of that part. Or what I've done, I went and got handymen for easier work, you know, but harder work, then it's a little more, and then I will save up the money. But right now, we're gonna clear anything to that place that you're in, okay, to ever having good repair. So anytime it never had that energy of receiving good repair and good repairmen, or let's clear all that energy off of that energy of you and out of your home. All right, and off the land as well. And then we're going to pick up some speed, pick up some energy speed to bring in that work getting done with the money. Speed up the money coming in. And stretch your money so that you have extra money left over during the month, which will surprise you. How's that? I've seen that before. Where your bills are usually this high and all of a sudden they drop down. So you got extra money. The universe works like that. So, you know, look for those little things and then put it in an envelope until you have the money to take care of that repair. it's all things are possible. So we're going around it to see what we can do today to assist you in the easiest way possible. Energetically, that is. So, yeah. So we'll get some testimonials after all these. I've seen people get free work done, free cars, free homes. It's crazy. I'm just sitting here going, do whatever you're doing, universe. Go ahead. Have fun.
Awesome. Thank you. So we are still going to do a process, but I just really, just briefly, since we've talked about this before, but I just want to go over the special offer page quickly, and then we'll do the wonderful process that I know that people are anxiously waiting for as well. Oops, hold on. Oops. Give me 1 second. Now, I know my computer is acting up. So we are definitely in Mercury retrograde right now. So things, may not work properly, but there's 4 packages that Marlena has available right now for all of you. So I'm going to get Marlena just to quickly go through them. They're the same ones that we talked about last month, but we're just going to briefly go through it for those of you who may not have seen it. So package A, Marlena.
Yeah, and package A has 4 MP3s in it. The 4 MP3s are health and vitality. So the first track, we will be clearing everything that is, relating to your health, all right, and detoxing your body, all right, even a mold, all right. So get ready for that. Track 2 is basically for prosperity, to activate your lucky star. And that one is very powerful. People have to reach out and get that one from me. The third track is my magical harp. So when you want to meditate, relax, go to sleep to something calming and soothing, that will help a lot. And also help you to reconnect with source. The energy in it is so beautiful. Just think about the harps and the angels. Now for track 4, love in general breakthroughs. This one here is very powerful, because what we are doing is we are clearing and removing stubborn belief systems, right, that are stopping you from enjoying a loving, lasting, lifelong relationship, including with yourself and your, business or job, employees, employer, neighbors, everything. It's a process that we're going to be clearing, karma, family patterns, cursed energy, black magic, evil, darkness, right? We're going to just do a complete, total clearing and healing. It's really powerful thing. And then I added in 3 group calls, which we will do in August, on August 16th, 23rd, and 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then what is very special, which I've never done before, I'm going to be sending out some remote healing transmissions every even night, all right? And every one of these nights are going to be until December 31st, which is New Year's Eve. So on New Year's Eve, I will do it, at midnight, right before midnight. So that's going to be awesome, because we're going to go into the next year. And then, of course, we can do it again for the next entire year. So I just thought that would be powerful. And then the second one, we get everything in A. And then I'm believing there's a session in package B. All right. Right. So we're going to have a session with everything in A. And then in package C is where we are going to connect with your personal destiny chart. And when you get your personal destiny chart, it's like a treasure map, right? So you won't have to guess anymore what direction I'm supposed to take. What kind of, business can I start? What is a good side hustle for me? What's the best direction if I'm going to buy a house or rent a house? All right, things like that. There's so many different things in here. What is your best direction for your health? All right, things like that. Good relationship direction, your money direction. What's your best direction for sleeping? There's all kinds of things in here. It's really awesome. And then for package D, I added in where you can get a personal destiny chart for a member of your household that lives with you, right? Because a lot of people have 2 or more people in the home, and, if you're a couple or, a parent and a child, or something like that, or a mother and, you know, their child, even as adults, you want to know where should they be heading in, even if they're 80, 90 years old, you still should know where's your, you know, healthiest direction in life. And that was something that I love to learn and, you know, help people with. So we have 4 packages today.
Awesome. Thank you. And then, of course, with all of them, there is a payment plan available. And if you are an Inner Circle member, please use your gift code as well. Awesome. Thank you so much, Marlena. All right. So we wanted to do a short process, including the abundance process, because I know, you know, there were a few people who, you know, really were focused on abundance. And of course, there you always include so much more. So it's
Yeah,
always
so,
such a high
yeah.
vibe process.
right. Is there anything, Shefali, that has been coming up, like, that you know that people would want to add into as well?
I think right now there's a little bit of overwhelm going on as well, right? The energies are really intense right now. So you know, we're also in between the 7/7 portal, 8/8 portal, the new moon coming up. So there's a lot of energy happening, right? So there's a
Yeah,
little bit of overwhelm as well. And I
right.
think there's a lot of people are going through a transition of some sort. So maybe they need a little bit of ease as well.
Yeah, we all have that where we're all shifting, right?
Yeah, yep.
And it's not fun, but we're just going along with the flow. We can't stop the flow. We can
That's
sit
true.
down and give up, but we're not going to give up. We're going to keep on, you know, reaching out to each other and getting support, you know, wherever we can. Taking action, big time, take action. So right now we are doing perfect timing too. I love it. Woo, let's get grounded first of all, because a lot of people are not grounded, right? They got off ground, of course, from everything going on, and the fear and the confusion, the blockages they feel, you know. So take the energy at the bottom of your feet, in the very center of the bottom of your feet, and there are little doors there, chakra doors, I'll call them, and they open up. So we're gonna open them energy doors up right now. We're gonna drop the abundance cord down into the earth, okay? We're gonna plug it into the divine plugs of Mother Earth, okay? And plug in everybody here on the call and those who will be listening. I'm gonna plug everybody's energy in right now, fully plugged in, and then we're gonna run the beautiful rings of harmony around your feet, along with this beautiful energy of the infinity symbol, running that all the way around your feet, and that's going to keep going. And as we're doing that, I'm calling the angel team that brings in 24 karat gold energy. Woo, pouring in that molten lava. It's nice and warm and gushy and soothing and comforting all around the feet right now. Just allowing our feet to just bathe in that beautiful 24 karat gold energy, allowing that energy to come up the legs, swirling around the knees and soothing the knees, removing all pain and stress from the knees, becoming more bendable and pliable to your future, bringing up energy all around the shins and coming up into the hip area, bringing all that beautiful 24 karat gold energy right around the hips, supporting people right now, bringing in that energy of feeling supported now, more stable, more grounded energy right now. And now from the universe coming down from the heavenlies, we'll call it right now, from the sky realm, pouring down this golden light energy coming down in a big, beautiful ball of light, beautiful like the sun, allowing the sun to just tap the top of your head. So you can visualize the sun just sitting on the top of your head right now. Beautiful ball of sunshine The rays of the sun are just shining all over, up and all over your being, shining out from the sides of your head. And all you can see if you look at you energetically is a beautiful golden sunlight instead of your face. So right now we're going to glow up your face. We're going to glow you up. We're going to also do something really cool. We are going to take some of that energy of stress off of your face from years and years and years of stress, clearing stress from the face, all forms of stress lines, stress marks, whatever they are, stress in the hair follicles, clear now. All kinds of stress in the shoulders, the neck, the arms, the hands, the fingers, going through the entire spine, the back, the sides of the body, down the torso. Any stress that got stuck in the energy field there, release it off of these people right now, like you are removing a heavy sweater or a heavy weight off of everybody, including myself, off of the animals that people have as well. And now we're going to allow that to keep going and going and going until it is finished with that. And right now, I'm calling in everybody's angel team to show up right now and begin pouring out an abundance of beautiful things for each and every person. Happy things, joyful things, happy people. Wow, happy solutions, happy outcomes, more income coming in. Supernatural. The only other word I can think of, supernatural income that's showing up. Like signs and miracle things and manifestations of abundance just showing up. Abundance of physical energy, mental clarity, abundance of new clothing. People might want some new clothing, some new shoes. An abundance of opportunities to show up right now. Let's bring in an abundance of beautiful friends, beautiful new neighbors, beautiful happy people showing up in your life, even online. New clients. Yeah. Wow. Even new, partners. People might want a partner, somebody that is perfect for them. Let's bring that in right now. Let's activate the energy of abundance of joy, more joy, and even more joy than that. Adding in more joy. We're going to erase anything that is not joy, anything that keeps popping up in their mind right now. That's saying it's not possible. Never happened for me before. Clear now. Anything that's stopping them from going forward and moving forward and allowing a change in their life. Let's clear that and bring it in abundance. Wow, abundance of availability for them, where they are absolutely available for the opportunity, for the solutions. Let's keep on running that for the entire week. Keep running more and more and more of abundance, flow, more flow. And away it goes. Woo. That is awesome. That's going to keep going. I'm so hot right now. Wow. Allow that energy to just take place and take root in each and every person, universe, needs. Allow it to be. And so it is. Whew. It's so amazing. Wow. So that's going to go on for an entire week. Whew. It is so hot in here. I'm like, oh my God.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm just like still yawning and coming slowly back into to my body and being. So thank you. How's everyone doing? Make sure you drink some water, right? And be willing to receive for the rest of the week. What a gift. It's your birthday, Marlene, but you've given us such a gift. So thank you.
Well, I did get a gift on the call, number one being here. And then that beautiful lady singing. happy
Mm,
birthday.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Sarah, yes.
Yeah, you don't usually have somebody sing to you when you're an adult. You know what I mean, right? Right?
Yeah,
As
true.
kids, we have a birthday party, but you know, when we're an adult, we have to do other things. And if we have a birthday cake, we're excited. But you know, someone to come on, especially on a live video, which is going out across the globe, where they, you know, they're gonna sing happy birthday and it's their birthday, and it's like, how, you know, how wild is that, right? It's just
Mm.
incredible.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think we had a very awesome we'll call it the hour and a half of power. We used to call it the hour of power, but I'm gonna tell you an hour and a half of power and energy,
Absolutely.
you know, and whatever you do tonight, do it in joy. Right? Even if cranky people are around you, shut the news off, shut the cranky people up, and just sing. All right, just whistle, just sing, just do something wonderful for you, something that brings joy. So if you have a nasty photo on your wall, take it down, all right, and put something happy up there, right? Paint a picture, bake some cookies, you know, do something wonderful. Just be you for once.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the best thing to do, is be you. All right, the
Yeah.
you that the universe put inside of you. Because you're absolutely incredible and amazing.
That is great wisdom for all of us. Thank you. And of course, everyone, please do take advantage of the special offers. I will have the recordings out in a little while. Go back and watch and listen, receive the process again, take action on whatever it is that you desire, of course, right? So,
Yeah.
and Marlene, I hope you have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful year moving forward, and I hope it's the best ever for you.
Oh, it's getting there one day at a time. I am shifting energy. I got a plan, you know, for the
Awesome.
future. I am, yeah, I love life, and you know, even when it's a mess, I'm like, you know, that'll go away. You know, I can move to another thing.
Exactly. Everything changes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And you change it yourself sometimes if you don't see a change coming from
Yeah.
whatever. Make a change.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, but
Wonderful.
thank
So thank you. And thank you everybody for all your wonderful comments and blessings for Marlena. So thank you for that and being with us today and celebrating in her birthday. So thank you. Again, I'll have the recordings out in a little while. We do not have a call tomorrow. We do have the Universal Laws call number 2 tomorrow, but then we will have another show on Thursday. Okay. So thank you again, Marlene. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you celebrate yourself today as well. So continue celebrating today for the rest of the week or the rest of the month, whatever brings you joy, right?
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll talk soon.
Absolutely. And thank you, everybody. Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all so much love and blessings. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.